Something powerful happens when you stop seeing life as a series of setbacks and start seeing it as a training ground. Not denial, not fake optimism, but a real shift in how you interpret the world. Every challenge becomes a rep, every mistake is a signal, and every reaction is a choice to build strength or surrender it. Most people are stuck behind a lens they never chose to use. Inherited beliefs, unresolved pain, outdated stories playing on loop. But Marcus Aurelius reminded us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, not what happens outside, but what you allow inside. Your mind is the filter, and positivity, the intentional kind, is how you clean it. This isn't about ignoring darkness. It's about refusing to become it. Real positivity is a force. It sharpens your perception, rewires your energy, and makes you magnetic to solutions. It doesn't close your eyes to reality. It shows you the part your fear won't let you see. This video unpacks 9 powerful mindset shifts rooted in Stoic philosophy and brain science. If you apply them, they won't just inspire you, they will also empower you. They'll rewire you because positivity isn't decoration, it's direction. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience or your biggest mindset shift below. Every comment you leave is a gift. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as part of our own. This is more than a channel, it's a circle of strength. If you're ready to clean your lens and see what's been waiting on the other side, hit like, share this with someone prepared for change, and comment, I choose positivity as my power. 1. Stop waiting for life to get easier. Most people don't live, they wait, waiting for problems to disappear, for stress to vanish, for some magical green light that says, now you can be happy. And while they wait, the entire show of their life plays out without them. Their joy, their peace, their power, always postponed to someday. But a strong mind doesn't negotiate with conditions. It doesn't say, I'll be okay when. It asks, what's still good right now? Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. That isn't settling. That's mental clarity. That's taking your life off pause and pressing play, even while problems remain. Yes, life throws chaos. However, the positive mind doesn't fake a smile. It acknowledges the storm, then starts scanning for light, not because it's delusional, but because it knows this: what you focus on grows. Your mind is a pattern recognition machine. If you train it to find obstacles, you'll drown in them. But train it to find what's still possible, and you'll discover options where others see dead ends. Try this tomorrow morning. Before touching your phone, pause, ask, what is one thing, just one, I can feel grateful for right now? It could be breath, a quiet morning, a body that still works. Find it, name it, feel it. That's how you retrain your mind to stop scanning for threats and start scanning for life. Seneca once said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. The Stoics didn't wait for better conditions. They practiced presence until peace no longer depended on the weather. At Stoic Daily, we believe that life doesn't have to be easier for you to feel stronger. Drop this in the comments if you're done waiting for perfect conditions. I see possibility everywhere. 2. Rewire your mind on purpose. This isn't just philosophy, it's biology. Every thought you repeat, every story you tell yourself, literally carves new grooves in your brain. The science calls it neuroplasticity. The Stoics referred to it as training the soul. And both are saying the same thing. Your brain becomes what you practice. Think of your mind like a trail in a forest. One thought is a single footprint. Repeating it daily turns that path into a highway. That's why some people default to anxiety or negativity, not because they're broken, but because they've unconsciously paved that road for years. But here's the power. That same process can be reversed. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are dark, your spirit dims. But if your thoughts are chosen with intention, your soul shifts shade. It begins to glow. You're not just feeling better, you're rewiring yourself from the inside out. Research backs this. Train your mind to find lessons instead of loss, and your prefrontal cortex, the part that controls logic and decision-making, grows stronger. The amygdala, your fear center, gets quieter. Seneca warned us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, and that's exactly what the negative brain does. It doesn't just report pain, it exaggerates it. One setback becomes a pattern, one rejection becomes identity. Try this. The next time your mind rushes into catastrophe mode, pause. Ask, is this actually true? What else could this mean? That moment of interruption, that breath of doubt, is the beginning of transformation. That's how the old roads start to close and new ones start to form. Epictetus put it. Nothing is terrible except for the mind making it so. At Stoic Daily, we believe that every thought is a vote for the mind you're building. If you're choosing new thoughts, say it loud in the comments. I'm rewiring my mind daily. 3. Your body believes every thought. Your body is not separate from your mind. It's a mirror. Every fear, every angry spiral, every anxious story doesn't just stay in your head. It floods your system. Hormones shift, muscles tighten, breath shortens, all because your thoughts whispered, "We're not safe." Marcus Aurelius understood this connection when he wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." The interpretation, not the event, is what causes your body to brace for war. And most of us have been living in a state of constant alertness for years without realizing it. Think about it. Two people, same traffic jam. One grits their teeth, heart racing, fists clenched. The other exhales slowly, music playing, relaxed. The difference isn't the environment, it's the story each mind is telling, and the body listens without question. Negativity triggers cortisol spikes, chronic stress, inflammation, and sleep disruption. It doesn't just feel bad, it breaks you down over time. But here's the shift. Positivity tells a different story. We're safe, we can breathe, we can let go. And your body responds instantly. Blood pressure drops, tension eases, the immune system strengthens. Seneca said, "The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable." And that misery doesn't just echo in your thoughts, it echoes in your cells. The next time your body feels tense, your chest tightens, your jaw locks, or your stomach sinks, pause. But don't just breathe. Ask yourself, what story am I believing right now? Maybe it's I'm failing, or they'll leave me, or something bad is about to happen. That reaction isn't from the outside world. It's your mind triggering a false alarm. Now change the narrative. Whisper to yourself, I'm safe, there's no threat right now, I'm just thinking too much. Then breathe, deep and grounded, not to escape the moment, but to send a new signal to your nervous system. The danger is gone. Do this enough, and your body will start believing the truth, not the fear. You'll feel the shift immediately, because you are not a mind and a body. You are one whole system. Heal the story, and the body heals too. At Stoic Daily, we believe your body follows the narrative you choose. Drop this in the comments if you're ready to reset your internal world. My mind heals my body. 4. Energy attracts alignment. There's nothing mystical about it. When your inner world shifts, your outer world recalibrates. Because energy isn't abstract, it's deeply practical. You carry it into every room, every word, every silence, and people feel it even before you speak. Negativity emits a heavy frequency: complaint, cynicism, self-doubt. And that frequency repels the very people you say you want to meet. It silently says, "I'm not ready, I'm not safe, stay away." But when you choose grounded positivity, the kind rooted in clarity rather than delusion, your entire presence changes. You're no longer chasing connection. You're becoming someone worth connecting with. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. And your thinking doesn't stay private, it radiates." People respond to it. Like a tuning fork, you start to resonate with different people. And suddenly the ones who lift you instead of drain you, who build instead of break, begin to appear. Not because you begged, but because you became energetically aligned. Think about it. You've felt the drain of someone negative. A room shrinks. Conversations feel heavier. But the opposite is also true. There's a kind of person whose presence uplifts. Not fake cheerful, but rooted in peace and possibility. That's who others want in their corner. And Seneca reminds us, associate with people who are likely to improve you. But here's the catch. They're looking for the same. Try this. Instead of searching for your tribe, become someone your future tribe would want to meet. Speak with warmth, not sarcasm. Reach out to offer, not to impress. Build your energy like a signal tower, strong, clean, steady. You won't need to chase anymore. The right people are already listening. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Your energy is your introduction long before you speak. What are you inviting into your life? At Stoic Daily, we believe that aligned energy creates aligned connection. If you're ready to magnetize your circle, drop this in the comments. I attract my tribe. 5. Keep going when it hurts most. There comes a point when the high wears off. The motivation fades, the results are slow, and the voice of doubt gets louder. Most people take that as a sign to quit. Maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe if it were right, it would feel easier. But that's not the truth. That's fatigue talking. That's fear masquerading as logic. A positive mind isn't immune to struggle. It's just a matter of being trained to see it differently. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength isn't glamorous. It's not loud. It's a quiet repetition. It's waking up on the day you don't feel like it and doing the work anyway. Think of a seed breaking through the soil. It doesn't pause to ask if it's meant to grow. It doesn't wait for perfect sunlight. It pushes, blind, buried, alone, until it reaches the surface. That's what belief looks like in action. Not unquestioning optimism, but the steady refusal to quit. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Your struggle isn't a signal to stop. It's a sign you're building something. Growth doesn't feel like growth while it's happening. It feels like resistance, like pain. But it's the burn of something being built inside you that wasn't there before. Try this. On the day you feel like stopping, don't chase motivation, chase commitment. Remind yourself, this isn't about today. This is about who I'm becoming. Even a small action, such as writing one sentence, doing one set, or taking one step, is a rebellion against your old limits. And that rebellion, repeated, rewires who you are. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly. The people who finished didn't feel ready every day. They just kept showing up." So when your mind screams, "Stop, listen deeper," Beneath the noise, there's a part of you that still remembers why you started. At Stoic Daily, we believe the breakthrough comes one decision after you've made the decision to quit. Drop this in the comments if you're not backing down. I continue when it's hard. 6. Contain the chaos, don't become it. Bad days are inevitable, but what most people never learn is this. Just because the storm enters your day doesn't mean it has to take over your life. A flat tire, a rude comment, a missed opportunity. These are sparks, but your mind decides whether it becomes a wildfire. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Today I escaped anxiety," or "No, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." It wasn't the world, it was the lens, and that lens can be cleaned, adjusted, and sharpened. That's what real positivity does. It doesn't deny the fire. It builds a firebreak around it so it doesn't spread. Think about two people who get rejected for a job. One tells themselves, "I'm not good enough," and by nightfall they're questioning their whole life. The other says, "Not this one, next." Same event, different interpretation. Seneca reminds us we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. And most of that suffering is optional, built by story, not fact. Try this. The next time life hits you hard, set a boundary around the hit. Say to yourself, "I'll feel this for 1 hour. I'll let it sting, but then I move." Use a timer if needed, because the skill isn't to avoid pain. It's to stop it from infecting everything else. And here's where transformation begins. The mind that can feel fully without collapsing is a mind trained in strength. You can cry without crumbling, be disappointed without being destroyed. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's the difference between someone who bends and someone who breaks. At Stoic Daily, we believe a bad moment is not a bad identity. If you're done letting single events steal entire days, comment this below: "I feel, then I move." 7. The doors were always there. Sometimes life doesn't need to change. You need new eyes to see it. A positive mind doesn't create opportunities out of thin air. It tunes your perception to notice what's been quietly waiting. Finally, Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the, however, why." But most never realize that because their eyes are fixed on the wall. Here's the science. Your brain has a system called the reticular activating system, or RAS, a filter that determines what you notice and what you don't. Buy a red car, and suddenly you see red cars everywhere. They were always there. Now your brain says, "That matters. Show me more of it." Positivity works the same way. It resets your filter. It stops showing you only threats, setbacks, and pain, and starts revealing the hidden pathways forward. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." And here's the hidden part. The opportunity was already there. Negativity just closed your eyes to it. A pessimistic lens says, "Why try?" and walks past the open door. A positive one says, "What else could this lead to?" It takes it a step further. Try this. Next time something feels like a dead end, pause and ask, "What might I be missing?" Not in panic, but in curiosity. Look again. Maybe the obstacle is a redirection. Perhaps the delay is an invitation to prepare. Questions rewire the lens, and the lens defines the world you walk through. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." Power begins with what you see, so calibrate your mind to notice not just the wall, but the window next to it. Because you don't attract what you want. You see what you're trained to seek. And the doors, they were always there. At Stoic Daily, we believe perception shapes possibility. Comment below if you're ready to recalibrate your focus. I see the doors now. 8. Replace why me with what now. There's a silent poison in the words, why me? It sounds like reflection, but it's actually self-pity in disguise. Every time you ask it, you dig a little deeper into the role of the victim. You hand away your power, you rehearse the pain, and you forget that life didn't stop. It kept moving without you. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The storm may not be your fault, but whether you drown or learn to swim is your responsibility. A positive mind doesn't obsess over why the wave hit. It grabs the nearest piece of wood and starts building a raft. Think about it. 2 people get betrayed. Same pain, but one lets that moment become their identity, retelling the story over and over. The other turns that moment into a lesson, a scar, not a personality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed." That isn't denial, that's discipline. The discipline to refuse to give pain more power than it already has. Try this. The next time your mind starts spiraling into why me, interrupt it, out loud if needed. Say, stop. That question has no answer that helps me. Then ask yourself a better one. What can I do with this pain? Or what would my strongest self do next? These questions unlock movement, and movement unlocks healing. Seneca reminds us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The why me story is mostly imagination. It assumes curses, fate, and injustice. The what now story is rooted in reality, in action, in progress, and in power. At Stoic Daily, we believe that your past is a chapter, not your identity. Comment below if you're choosing power over pity. I choose what now. 9. Your energy is your legacy. You may be forgotten for your words. You may be overlooked for your achievements. But no one forgets how you made them feel. That emotional imprint, that's your true legacy. And it's crafted not by performance, but by presence. Before you even speak, your energy enters the room first. It tells people everything they need to know about you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." You don't inspire people by saying the right things. You inspire them by being the right person. You inspire them by being the kind of person who radiates calm, clarity, and warmth. Especially when the room is tense, that's real positivity. Not a mask, not hype. A grounded, earned stillness that others can feel. Think about someone who left a deep mark on your life. Chances are, it wasn't because of a long speech or grand act. It was a glance, a word, or even their silence when you needed it most. That's the quiet power of presence. Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." But kindness isn't just an action. It's an energy, a frequency. Try this. Next time you enter a room, pause and ask, what energy am I carrying right now? Is it anxious, heavy, impatient, or is it grounded, curious, open? Then ask, what would someone feel 5 minutes after being around me? That check-in shifts everything because your energy either invites others to breathe deeper or causes them to hold their breath. Epictetus reminds us, if you wish to be loved, love. If you want more light in your life, bring it. The ripple effect of your energy is real. One calm mind calms 5 others. One kind response can completely change the tone of an entire conversation. One person who chooses warmth instead of withdrawal might be the reason someone feels seen today. At Stoic Daily, we believe your presence is your power. Comment this below if you choose to become someone whose energy heals, not harms. My presence brings peace. Live it now, not later. You just walked through 9 gates, 9 shifts in perception, 10 rewires in how you meet the world, and every single one leads to the same truth. You don't have to change the world to change your life. You have to change the lens through which you see it. This isn't hype, it's a real blueprint, one that breaks victimhood, one that quiets the chaos inside, one that opens space for new relationships, stronger health, and daily peace, without needing the world to be perfect. Marcus Aurelius said it best: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength isn't found in waiting for the perfect day. It's built into how you meet today, in how you respond, in how you practice that response over and over until positivity becomes your nature, not your performance. So don't wait for perfect. Choose one thing today to see differently, one breath, one new thought, one reframe. Because every strong mind you admire was once someone who made one small shift and then chose it again and again. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, we believe positivity isn't weakness. It's power. It's a rebellion against the chaos. And it's available right now, not someday. Share this video with someone who needs to reclaim their mental freedom. Drop your final affirmation below. Positivity is my power. And now go live with that power, not later. Not when it's easier, but now. Because the world doesn't need your perfection, it requires your presence.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.